Skyscrapers are modern wonders of the globe. Tremendously tall constructions that not only serve a purpose but also demonstrate humanity's ambition and drive to always go upwards. While any structure taller than a few hundred feet is an engineering marvel, others are truly architectural marvels. Indeed, some skyscrapers are not only boasting their height, but also their unique architectural structures. Speaking of unique architectural structures, for today's video, we'll take a look at some of the most unique skyscrapers in the world. But before diving into that, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell beside it to never miss a video we'll upload next. Well, let's get started. Starting off with number 1, Squall Tower. The Squall Tower is a concept project inspired by vertical wind turbines, and unlike skyscrapers that defy the wind's intensity, the tower moves in sync with its surroundings. It is comprised of 3 distinct ribbon-shaped segments that helically twist around a central axis, with many branches linking them together. According to Gehry Architectural Design Studio, the Squall Tower concept demonstrates a harmonious approach in terms of its position and form. This tower spins independently based on wind direction, and this rotation contributes to the generation of electricity for its own usage. All of this technological procedure takes place within the structure's primary spine. Each ribbon's cross-section is designed to be streamlined, allowing it to revolve with minimal drag. With or without wind, a single revolution will be completed every 48 hours. The tower, like many revolving restaurants, will provide its patrons with a 360-degree panorama of Dubai, alternating between ocean and city vistas. It's unclear whether we'll get to see the real Squall Tower, because there's no indication on when building on the Squall Tower will begin. However, this concept is regarded as one of the ideas that merge technology with the environment. It also helps the world preserve energy by generating electricity from the wind. Well, that is really amazing. And we're just in number 1. 5 more unique skyscrapers to go. Next on the list, we have Hengqin International. The project is situated on Zhuhai's Hengqin Island, which will serve as a future financial district connecting Hong Kong, Macau, and other significant cities in the Greater Bay Area. The city is thriving to become a driving force of growth highlighted in China's current national development goals. Surrounded by the sea and hilly terrain and positioned at the core of this world-class city cluster. The design is inspired by the 9 Dragons, a well-known scroll of Chinese art from the Song dynasty, and reflects the confluence of energy in the architectural form. The traditional totem of the dragon emerging from the sea represents new life breaking past barriers and growing into an overwhelming strength. It has been converted into the tower's graceful curves and forceful twists, which complement the undulating surface of the waters around it. The tower itself becomes a symbol of talents and resources congregating in Hengqin to construct a new city in the Greater Bay Area, with 4 vertical blocks shooting up to the sky and merging into the building. Moreover, the distinctive skyscraper houses a variety of services, including a conference center, business apartments, a Grade A office, retail zones, and exhibition space. Not only that, the retail and conventional areas were situated on the podium level for ease of access. The higher stories house flats, allowing residents to enjoy the soothing and gorgeous sea views. Moving forward, we have number 3, Gehry Project. Frank Owen Goldberg, a Canadian-American architect, was born in 1929 in Toronto, Canada. Gehry was creative from a young age, thanks to Saturday mornings spent in his grandfather's hardware store, where he would build imaginary buildings and cities out of wood chippings and other items he discovered. The use of unconventional and everyday building materials would become central to his work. Frank Gehry, the architect, has defied convention since his early works, producing structures that some critics claim are more sculptural than architecture. Gehry produces surprising, twisted forms using unconventional materials and space-age processes. His art has been described as bold, whimsical, organic, and sensual, a form of modernism known as deconstructivism. Frank Gehry has published new renderings for a pair of twisting, gleaming skyscrapers proposed for Toronto's King Street West. The Gehry Project, as it now known, intends to construct a 298-meter-high and a 262-meter-high skyscraper at the intersection of King Street West and Ed Mirvish Way. In one tower, there will be residential apartments and hotel, and in the other, there will be an art gallery and a new campus for OCAD University. In fact, according to Frank Gehry himself, I wanted to create an ensemble of buildings that were respectful to the city and referential to the Toronto that I once knew. Next up, Sarcostyle. Hayri Atak Architectural Design Studio in Turkey has just unveiled photos of Sarcostyle Tower, a 210-meter or 689-foot conceptual skyscraper that aims to make an eye-catching addition to New York City's skyline. The future drawings of this fun tower are heavily influenced by biology. The project's name is derived from the phrase sarcomeres, which is a complex unit of striated muscle tissue. The organically connected bridges that span the tower's core emptiness are meant to resemble frozen rod-shaped muscular fibers. Sarcostyle Tower's architect emphasizes this design move even further by building a center void supported by a structural tube on each corner. As a result, the attention is drawn to the dynamic forms in the building center. The bridges of the structure connect naturally across the tower's centrally placed empty area. They are supposed to look like rod-shaped muscle fibers frozen in time. Atak supports the central void with a structural tube on each corner. As a result, the attention is drawn to the dynamic shapes at the building's core. The building's interlaced parts provide the impression that the structure coils into itself. The gaps in the middle elicit sensations of transparency that can be interpreted in a variety of ways. The objective is that people will see the structure in a variety of contrasting ways, resulting in a variety of perceptions. We also have Tower C. Zaha Hadid Architects has won the design competition to construct Tower C at China's Shenzhen Bay Super Headquarters base. The winning design is a multi-dimensional vertical metropolis comprised of two naturally illuminated towers that adapt to the city's urban junctions. The proposed tower responds to the city's north-south green axis and east-west urban alley intersection. The architecture integrates with the surrounding park and plazas, converting into a terraced landscape and spreading upwards between its two towers. This expansion welcomes guests into the building's heart, which houses cultural and recreational activities. The towers are linked by sweeping bridges that provide panoramic views of the city. The project's architects aim to unify the urban landscape, so they extended the Shenzhen metro network and linked a tiered podium with a nearby park, eventually creating a new united public area. Because the architects prioritized pedestrians, they incorporated plenty of bicycle parking and charging stations. The architects were able to achieve efficiency in architectural massing, orientations, and facade-to-floor ratios using the unique 3D modeling technologies developed by ZHA. The team's final design spans over 400 meters and is surrounded by double insulated glass curtain walls. Natural and hybrid ventilation, as well as environmental management for each floor, are incorporated into the building's design and vertical channels. Next is Wasl Tower. Wasl Tower has such a distinct and one-of-a-kind location that the concept truly feeds into Dubai's whole infrastructure. A very dynamic silhouette is generated by using geometry that responds to the north-south axis as well as views to the west and east. The tower has a distinctive organic geometry as one of the major high-rises along the future profile of Sheikh Zayed Road and near to one of the important infrastructural crossroads in Dubai. Combining this with a desire to build a very sustainable structure, we devised a shape we call classic contrapposto, a tower with a twist. The twisting, asymmetrical shape of the $400 million, 302-meter skyscraper is inspired by the contrapposto position, widely utilized in classical art, and is meant to give the impression of dynamic motion. The structure will also include one of the world's tallest ceramic facade made of clay-based materials, with a lacework of fin-shaped tiles covered. According to the architects, they are built for energy efficiency and comfort, giving shade from the intense Dubai heat, reducing the need for air conditioning, and deflecting light into the interiors. Last, but definitely not the least, is O Tower. Big, a Danish architecture practice, has built the O Tower, a research and development building in the Hangzhou for Chinese smartphone manufacturer Oppo. The O Tower, also known as the Oppo Global Mobile Terminal R&D headquarters, houses about 161,000 square meters of office and R&D space, as well as 68,000 square meters of retail space for the mobile phone manufacturer. A massive O cut through the heart of the cylindrical tower is intended to provide the corporation with the flexibility of floor area it requires, as well as to reduce energy usage and maximize natural light. To maximize views, it dips down towards the earth on its southern side, and the entrance is ringed by a curving infinity loop. Deeper and more expansive floors will house Oppo's research and development divisions, while shallower floors would accommodate standard office layouts. The employee canteen and executive lounges are planned for the higher levels, which will provide views of the city's wetlands. The atrium's foundation would feature a greenery-filled public patio that would link through the lobbies. The three upper levels are intended to house visitor-facing parts of the program, such as conference, exhibition, and workshop facilities. The tower is planned for a location between a lake and a 2.5-acre park in Yuhang's future Sci-Tech City, a technology entrepreneurship hub in the Yuhang district. As stated by the Oppo Senior Vice President Jin Le-kin, the iconic expression of the landmark O Tower designed by Big is perfectly complemented and enhanced by Yuhang's beautiful and pleasant natural water body and wetland landscape. Well, these skyscrapers seem like saying, I will not be only known for my height, but also my architectural design. How about you? Which among these unique skyscrapers is your favorite? What future architectural design do you think will be created for skyscrapers? Let me know your answers in the comments down below. As always, this has been the Luxe Luxury channel. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Also, please click the notification bell to be updated for more of our luxurious videos. Make sure to check out our other videos, and I hope to see you on the next video.